All right, I can get started. Oh, wait, where are my headphones? I gotta switch that over. Give me a sec. Let me switch my headphones over. I've been using my earbuds a lot lately, so I need to have them charging while I do this session today. And then we can get started with today's session. So I'm going to try and make this as meaty as possible, where I'm messing with a lot of my builds. Well, all 4 of my builds, because this will be the last time I stream Cyberpunk until September when Phantom Liberty drops. So I'll be just giving Cyberpunk a massive rest. Like, I'll be on hiatus from playing it, touching it at all. It'll be on my shelf for the next couple of months until September hits and the new update happens. Because while my concerns for playing Cyberpunk now leading up to it was like, what if the level cap increases? It's not the case anymore. The case is basically the game from the ground up is being overhauled. And so many things are changing in the game that I probably won't be able to see in and everything in high detail, or at least have it as meaty, have the game be as meaty as possible until the new overhaul comes. Because from word of mouth of many people who got a chance to play a demo of the game with this overhaul and Phantom Liberty, it's basically as if Cyberpunk has basically been remade from the ground up. So it makes people wonder, like, you know what, maybe I'll just start a brand new save file. And I might end up doing that. I might end up doing like a brand new save file just to see how the game is from like a new state from the ground up. So that might be something that I mess with. But for today, we are going to be messing with my 4 builds. And we're going to start off with my One Punch Man build that I have. And I managed to rank up. I managed to rank up my reflexes so I could actually use the Chianta Sandevistan. So now I can use a Sandevistan in conjunction with my melee fist build. Now, I waited because, well, actually, let me turn my TV down. There we go. I waited to do this simply because a lot of the gigs I've done in this game, I've done a lot of NCPD missions already, and I haven't done all of them yet, but the reason why I stopped is because I wanted to show off the difference in how it is for me to use Berserker for this file, because I didn't really use... I use Berserker occasionally, but I mean, with the state that my character is in, and as you can see, I used some of the additional points that I gained and made it so that I no longer use up stamina whenever I'm running anywhere. So I could basically sprint forever. But I held off from doing anything with this or even buying it because I wanted to show off the difference in between using Berserk with an all melee build versus using a Sandevistan. And I've come to realize that Sandevistan kind of beats out Berserker mode a lot more due to just how much better it functions. So to just compare the two, Berserk basically makes it so that you gain more health, you gain more armor and resistances, and your melee damage is even greater than it was before. But Sandevistan basically makes it so that the things that you would normally be armored against in Berserk mode kind of wind up being something you can just avoid altogether simply because you're moving at a high speed. So as soon as we find some people we can beat up and mess up, so me running into those mines, not exactly a good idea. That was actually a bad idea. But as you can see, my cooldown for my Sandevistan is already reduced. There's a lot I can do with this particular Sandevistan and the amount of time that it lasts. And I wonder, I wonder if I have like a cooldown for it as well. Removes all burn, shock, poison, and bleeding effects, so that's useful. Where's the one where... Okay, cooldown by 2. By 2. So install that. And then install another heatsink. So cooldown is basically 10 seconds. But if you rank up your crafting and get it to high levels, you can basically create legendary heat sinks that makes it so that you can increase the amount of cooldown you get for 4 seconds per piece of a heat sink, which gives you up to like 12 seconds worth of cooldown reduction, and thus give you 2 seconds worth of a cooldown. Yeah, Sandevistan. If you're going melee, Sandevistan is your best friend. Especially if it's a high-grade military type. Because then, like, look, my Sandevistan is already expired. It's already finished cooling off. So as soon as your fighting is done, you're ready to go back into slow time again. And this is just with low-level heat sinks.
Attention all NCPD subcons. Suspected organized crime activity reported around Eden Beach Mega Ride. Stanislav Zabisco likely at the scene. Purpose unknown, captain among scavengers with multiple smuggling priors. City officials have a reward on offer for neutralizing Zabisco and his group.
Another thing that's coming to Cyberpunk with the overhaul is the fact that when you install cyberware... Hold on, before we kill this guy. When you're installing cyberware on your characters in the overhaul upcoming update in September, you're going to actually see those cyberware pieces being installed on your body. And not only that, but the reason why I'm bringing up the fact that I have all this stuff that's on my characters is that me having all this cyberware on my characters will actually affect me in a negative way. Because another concept that's going to be showing up for this game is the fact that the more cyberware you have installed on your body, the closer you are to going cyber psycho, which is a concept in this story for basically people who have become overcome by their own cybernetics and driven insane by them. That's actually going to be like a stat buff or stat debuff on you. So the more cyberware you install on yourself, because you will have a cyberware capacity limit, the more you install on yourself, the more you drive yourself towards the cyber psychosis side. So the reason why I bring this up is that, well, I'm kind of packed with a lot of cyberware. So the question is just how are all of my builds going to look once this overhaul happens? Like, is all this stuff just going to negatively affect me? And you can't take any of this stuff off. It's on you. I tried going to a Ripper Dock and having it taken off. You just can't. So my question is, what'll happen with all these legendary pieces that I got equipped on me? Is that going to become a bit of a detriment to me? I'm just saying, you know. So we'll see how it goes. Give it a sec. The beauty of being able to move faster than bullets. Well, slightly faster. Well, fast enough where you can avoid getting hit.
Stay together.
You gotta watch it for those finishers because they'll take you right out of slow time. So it's best just to punch people normally.
What the hell is this?
Reminder, I'm not playing this on easy. Thought he was gonna get down without me? This reminds me of going through the carnival in Dead Island 2, where I had to deal with all of those hunter zombies. Oh, you think you fast just because you got a Sandevistan. And this was the guy I was supposed to take down. Yo, what's going on, Psycho? I'm just messing with some of my builds before I, shelf Cyberpunk until Phantom Liberty drops. Because I might end up just making a brand new save file to see how the whole overhaul feels in its entirety. Compared to me messing with the game now. And how much different the game will feel compared to how it is, later on when the update hits back in upcoming in September. So we're just messing with some of my builds. I took off the Berserk for my melee only build and I put a Sandevistan on it instead. And I'm basically moving faster than anyone can respond to. Like, look at the speed. The dude is still falling even after I punched him like a couple of seconds ago. So, Sandevistan is great when you have bladed weapons. I got another file, which will be my knives build. I'll show you once I'm done messing around on here. Walking around on these beaches makes me want to play Dead Island 2. Mind you, I already traded in my copy of the game just so I could get Tears of the Kingdom, along with Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And mind you, Tears of the Kingdom was a worthy trade, but I might want to, you know, get Dead Island 2 again because I still feel the urge to go on zombie sprees using my Fury mode because I didn't max out my character on that, and I kind of want to. Plus, Dead Island 2 is still on sale right now, so I might as well pick that up just for myself. But let me go to the map. So you're the flash speed. Well, only momentarily. I am not like Quicksilver where you can just hear someone saying, "If I could save time in a bottle." It's not at that level. But for a couple of seconds, I am faster than they are capable of. I am faster than they're capable of reacting to. And thankfully, I have reflexes that allows me to take advantage of this speed and take everyone out in quick succession without me feeling like, well, I only took out 2 people in this duration of like several seconds. So I'm literally moving faster than they're capable of comprehending, which is good. And I'm not going to jump from the top of here because I will, in fact, get hurt. So I'm going to mess around with my fist build just a little while longer. Alright, where is the next NCPD spot? Because I think with this build, I took down every single NCPD scan, except for the one that's all the way over here in Santo Domingo at Rancho Coronado. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4 more NCPD scan hustles that are over here that I could easily take care of in a short amount of time, simply because my dude is just mad broken. That's just how it is. My dude is broken. Should you use that item you have for your ninja? Yes, because if you're going for a knives build, I'll actually show you. I will actually show you. I'll show you just how useful a Sandevistan is on a knives build. Because you say you're going for a ninja build using a katana and knives and stuff. Yeah, I'll show you on my blades build. Speaking of blades, Psycho, I just got finished watching a video from Young Yeah. And his B footage from playing, I believe it's his B footage from playing Phantom Liberty when he got a chance to play it, showed that thermal katana that you were looking for. A katana that can cause burn damage on it. I've seen him stab it because the game also adds the update, and Phantom Liberty will be adding finishers and the ability for you to deflect bullets. So, your dreams of being like a super cyber ninja like Raiden from Metal Gear Rising, yeah, that becomes more and more of a reality with this overhaul, because they said that for their skill tree, they pretty much revamped the entire skill tree. So the way that this looks, I mean, this for the most part is still the same, but going into this is no longer going to be like a one big massive separation. Crafting and engineering will be combined together to be like a widespread set of abilities, instead of it just being separate skill trees you can go to for technical. So a lot of these skills have been combined together to be one big massive skill tree that gives you, that makes it feel like you're gaining abilities more than just like set stat increases, such as for reflexes like reduce time to aim down sights with rifles by 10% or 20% or 30%. They really want you to feel like the ability, the points and perks you're putting into your character feel like you're gaining new abilities, rather than you feeling like you're just, oh, I'm just slightly increasing my health just a little bit more. So the perk system and skill system for this game is changing for the overhaul, which is a good thing, because that's something that people kind of had an issue with. It felt like I'm just getting like, oh, I can carry like 40 more pounds of stuff. But the overhaul looks like it's going to change Cyberpunk so you can feel, it feels like you're actually putting perks into something that's really worthwhile. You're free to go, ma'am. You can leave. Go on, get out of here. All right, next one. But yeah, Cycle, I'll show you how good a Sandevistan is on a Blades build. On a purely Blades build. I don't have any guns for my guy. I mean, he does have them, but I only use it so that way I can get my crafting level up so he can get the legendary heat sinks. Like, look at this. This is the... This is how powerful a Sandevistan is. And mind you, I'm giving you guys a really good look at all the real, I want to say, base builds for a lot of people. You have a builds for guns, builds for hacking, builds for blades, and builds for just straight up melee. I just want you guys to know that this is going to be my showcase of this game before it changes in September. This could be like a little moment in history where this is an example of how the game used to be before Phantom Liberty. So I can give you as many examples as I can of how the game runs before it completely changes. Because the way the game plays now, it is not going to be this way. Because apparently the AI has been revamped. They're smarter. Encounters with polices will be even more intense, including if you continue to cause trouble for the police, they'll call in Max TAC, which is that big security force that appeared near the beginning of the game when you and Jackie were leaving from that first job in the beginning, and they gunned down those individuals who was trying to shoot at them in the streets. You know, the people that came down in that floating hovercraft, and you heard the siren go off, and one dude was in a full suit, and he just gunned down those guys. Yeah, Max TAC will show up and go after you. So many things for Cyberpunk are getting massively revamped, which is why I'm doing this showcase. This will be my last time that I play Cyberpunk until September. So I want to make sure that I show how builds work, how they used to look before everything changes. So that's the reason why I'm doing all these NCPD missions. I'm going to do these two. And then I'll move over to my Blades build. And one of the things I want to do for my hacker build, which is currently my first file and everything, I want to go ahead and buy that high ritzy corporal apartment, because I haven't bought any apartments in this game yet, but I want to, and I want to check it out, and I want to show you guys getting an apartment. The ability to make it so that my stamina never runs out. Endless running. Just...
APB to all NCPD subcons. Suspected organized crime activity reported on Pacific Boulevard. Anton Kolev, a known leader among scavengers, believed to be present and wanted on 4 counts of first-degree murder. Night City authorities have promised a reward for neutralizing Kolev and his entourage.
My Sandevistan doesn't want to work. There we go.
Get yourself together! He's hiding like a little bitch!
All I really had to do was just... Wow, bodies flying everywhere. All I really had to do was just hit them once, and then they suffer immense bleeding damage. All right, we did the thing. Last place. Yo, Cdes, good to see you. This will be my... I was telling this to Psycho. This will be my last Cyberpunk stream until September when Phantom Liberty comes out. So this is going to be a showcase of all the base levels of builds for characters. Guns focused, blades focused, hacking focused, knives focused, and melee focused. This will be my last build that I do. Well, last stream that I do for Cyberpunk until September, where it changes everything. But how am I feeling today? Great. I had a wonderful stream of me going through One Piece, and now having a wonderful stream of me playing Cyberpunk for the last time until later this year. Because, I mean, mind you, I got plenty of games that I could play on this channel. Just got a notification saying, congrats, you reach 100 subscribers. Teared a little. Hey, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. That's what hard work does. I knew you had it in you the entire time. Proud of you.
This ain't my lucky day.
There's just something satisfying about lighting people up before they can even fully respond to what you're doing. That's power. All right, that's all the NCPD hustles that's in Pacifica. We got one that's left all the way over here. Thank you for helping me and guiding me. Of course he does. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to not only to entertain, but to encourage and empower. If you have a dream, do not stop until you achieve it. Even if it seems hard, even if it seems difficult, impossible, even if it seems that everyone thinks that it's not possible for you to succeed in life with the dreams that you have. Don't give up on it. So for you to reach 100 subscribers for what you're doing, it's just an example of your determination. And you've earned it.
You're fucked now. Sit down. Fuck.
Thank you, Master. Oh, I'm no one's master. Look at me. I need you to pay attention. Just because I have like 4,000 subscribers that keeps growing, that doesn't make me better. It doesn't make me anything. It's just like I'm a normal person just like you. You have just as much right, you have just as much opportunity, you have just as much to be successful. So I'm no master. I'm just here to tell people the truth. That's it. Because it took me a while to get to where I am. Now, mind you, me getting to 4,000 subscribers for over 10 years, some people may say like, wow, you kind of didn't take off all that quickly. Oh, he meant to say thank you, Master Psycho. My bad. I'm about to say, you got me saying like, oh, I ain't nobody's master. See, that's what happens when you leave out words. When you leave out all the words, it's hard for me to tell who you're talking to. It's all good. I get it. I get it. You'll be up till like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. Hey, just be careful. Don't put your sleep schedule and everything else at risk trying to be up. Just be careful. At the end of the day, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just some dude on the other side of a phone / computer screen / TV screen, depending on how you watch me. We're gonna do this last hustle, then we're gonna switch over to my knives build so I can shows Psycho how useful a Sandevistan with blades actually is. Now, I will say this. My blades build is not as developed, nor is it as strong as my melee punch build that I have. You try not to, you be eager to finish it. I understand. Trust me, I understand. I can't tell you how many nights I've messed up my own sleep schedule because I want to stay up all night. Stay up all night or as long as I can to get something done. I mean, I did that with Tears of the Kingdom when I was trying to go after the Zorite armor. I stayed up. One evening, I stayed up till about 2, maybe 3 in the morning. Trying to do this one Sky Island in order to get my hands on the first piece of the armor. It took numerous attempts, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. What made it worse was it was 3 o'clock in the morning leading into the Sunday where I needed to be up at 6. So I made the wrong decision of trying to do that on a Saturday night into Sunday when I knew I had to be up early. So trust me, I know the eagerness of trying to do something you get your mind and heart is set on. I mean, I did that so many times playing through Persona 5 Royal when I wanted to beat the Reaper over and over again and then just max out everyone's levels. And it worked out to the point where I could easily fight the Reaper over and over again until I got everyone maxed out. But it took hours. And I played that game all day, from sunup to sundown. So trust me, I know that feeling of like, I want to get it done.
What's this, huh?
Here we go!
Alright, give me the goods. Perk shot. I shall put this to good use. So, with that, all NCPD hustles have been taken care of on the map. Only thing that's left is for me to do, like, the actual gigs. And then, of course, there's still some cyber psycho locations I need to go to. I can't remember if this increases, the hustles come back and increase after I progress the story more. I completely forgot. But we're gonna save my fists, my Doom Fist dude, right here to my Nomad. And we're gonna load up my knife guy. Who I decided to run into a base where I have to take someone down with, but I'm only going to be using knives to take them down. Mind you, this is a whole base where there are tons of machine guns, tons of flying drones, and a lot of people with regular guns. And a dude on a mech, so you know.
Reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to 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 reveal yourself. Okay, suspect.
And all I have is a San Deviston, so I will not be hacking anybody. I wonder, can my knife reach all the way over? Yes! My knife can reach all the way over there. Wait, is it hitting though? Mireille, hi, welcome. Have I haven't seen the new No, C-Des, I haven't seen the new Transformers movie yet. I want to, though. I'm hitting in that direction, but I'm not hitting anything. Okay, it hit something. We hit something. Ooh! Well, they see me. Nothing I can do about it. Thank you. But as you can see, Psycho, a San Deviston with knives, with a knife, is incredibly useful. Ooh, he says as he runs headlong into machine gun fire. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to restart our last checkpoint and do that again.
Okay, suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Okay, suspect.
Yeah, note to self, let's not try and take on a machine gun head first just because I think my San Deviston is useful. Now, one of the skills I want to unlock for this particular character is right here in cool, but I need to increase my level. Wait. Yeah, increase my cool because there's a lot of knife skills that'll be useful. Killing an enemy will basically make me regain all of my knives. So if I'm just around killing enemies, then I'm just constantly throwing knives and I don't have to wait for a cooldown. And critical antidote, strong attack or thrown knife against a poisoned enemy will remove their poison status. And headshots with thrown knives apply blinding to the target if they don't die first. While in stealth, increases health regen. All knives apply poison, so I need to increase my cool even more because I want to do that. Knives that also poison my enemies, but also kind of, you know, kill them quickly. And poison now affects drones, mechs, and robots with reduced effectiveness. Deal 20% more damage to poison enemies. So poison knife build is going to be incredibly useful for this game.
You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
All right.
Locating
No more machine gun. Now, in the past, I remember how knives, when you threw them, they were gone. You had to stockpile knives in order to, you know, keep using throwing knives. But their past updates made it so that knives, depending on their rarity,
You are instructed to reveal yourself.
would have decreased cooldown times.
Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
You can stop saying that now. Locating suspect. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
Nope. Can't have you spoiling where I am.
Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself. Locating suspect. You are instructed to reveal yourself.
You had a poison knife build for your Nomad. Punk knife will give you a faster cooldown. See, here's the thing. Even though I speak about how knives have a cooldown where you can grab them, none of that matters. None of that matters once you get your hands on this perk, the Juggler perk, because merely killing an enemy or landing a critical hit will refund all the knives that you had thrown, and they'll come out of cooldown and automatically be at you. So even if there's a legendary knife that has like a 2-second cooldown, none of that matters, because with Juggler, all it takes is for you to just throw one knife and you instantly get all of your knives back. And mind you, the cooldown for knives isn't even that long, unless you're kind of haphazard with your throwing, as I tend to be sometimes. So once you get your hands on that Juggler perk, it just makes everything easier.
Somebody here?
I edit my video where you can find all the camos, but how early you can get one of them. Yeah, that was one of my more detailed videos that I made in the past. I'm surprised it got as many views as it did during that time. Alright, so let's see how useful my knives are against a fully walking mech. Let's aim for the arms. Hold up. Last 30 seconds. How much damage was that? That looks like 29,000. 29,000 damage. Hold on. That looks like 29,000. And I took out the other person with the explosion. And mind you, I haven't been using my Sandevistan, but I might as well. Yep, you don't need guns anymore. Look, I'm just showing you how these builds work now before they change everything in the overhaul. Because as overpowered as some of my builds are, especially my hacker build, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It doesn't it probably won't even matter. Simply because everything they change may render a lot of the things I've made myself overpowered with kind of nerfed into the ground. I don't know how the overhaul works when it comes to skills and whatnot. But I doubt I'm going to be in a situation where I am literally just blitzing everyone with knives the exact same way I'm doing here. Because who knows what all this overhaul does in terms of changing things. I don't know the extent. But I don't think it's going to still be like this. And usually, there's like some people who touch down here. There's like a vehicle that touches down on this bay and some people show up, but they haven't. I wonder, are there still some people here that I need to take out? I might have killed everyone too quickly. Yeah, it doesn't read that this place is hostile with... It's not filled with... It doesn't read like it's filled with hostiles anymore. And I can't force this open either. Okay. That's odd. This is the first time the people that usually show up to, you know, check the place. This is the first time they've never actually shown up. I'm not gonna argue with it. No, I'm not gonna argue with it. Alright, so this job is done. And another example would probably have to be another location. There's one up here. We'll do this one, and then we'll switch over to my gun build. Which, it's pretty basic. It's just me using guns. It's nothing new. But I do have like a legendary ballistic processor, which makes it so that my ricochets do increased damage. And I don't know about you, but when it comes to using guns in this game, not games in this gun, guns in this game, ricochet power weapons are actually kind of useful, because that means that even if I sometimes miss them, those shots will ricochet multiple times before they hit the person I was actually aiming at. So I wouldn't call it an aimbot. No, that's on my hacker build, because that's the one with the smart weapons on it. No matter if the overhaul of the skill is going to be joined together, a lot of them are. Like, for example, which one has like 3 different stats on it? Body, for example, athletics, annihilation, and street brawler are all going to be combined into just one big tree. And the thing to take note is that not every single one of these perks will remain the same. The way perks look here, in here, in here, and I just realized that I forgot to set my voice. Wait, is my voice on? Nope, I didn't. Didn't even set it on 599. That's my bad. All right, we ought to be good now. The way perks look here, in Annihilation and Athletics, it's not gonna be like separated like this. It's just gonna be one big tree letting you know, like, hey, you're over here in Body, and there's a combination of everything. Kinda for the most part, kind of like this. It's not going to look like this anymore. And there's going to be new skills added, and some things are just going to get... I think some things are just going to get removed completely. And changed up completely for the sake of this massive overhaul. You're alright, sir. Like I said, Sandevistan, with knives, you're faster than everyone. And it's useful. Alright, I showed that off. Now, we're gonna move on to my guns build. My hacker build will be last. Alright, so this is my blades. It'll be easier to find skills that you really want, that's what you're saying. Pretty much. But they also want to condense how skills are shown in the menu. Because notice that when it comes to you going to different sections, yes, I understand opening up body reflexes and all of these, but then when you come here, you gotta flip through even more tabs instead of it just being like one big massive conglomerate of skills that you can just go through, and it's a lot less flip-flopping in between. So I feel like they're also downsizing how expansive the menus for skills are, and then just condensing them down to be a lot more streamlined, easier to understand, and a lot less going back and forth and flip-flopping between different menus and whatnot. But, game is saved. Now let's load up my guns. So I'm just messing with these builds now. Because as broken as some of them can be sometimes, I don't guarantee that they're going to stay this way when the game changes in September. So we got to end assault in progress, so we'll go over here. And I honestly wonder about a lot of my characters because a lot of them got quite a bit of cyberware on them. Now, not necessarily my guns guy, but my hacker guy definitely has a few. My dude with the one-punch build I have on him, he definitely has a ton of cyberware on him. He basically has cyberware in every slot. Got the trophy for that earlier yesterday. And that whole cyber psychosis thing comes into play when it comes to you having a ton of cyberware all over you. So I got the legendary ballistic coprocessor. I got a Sandevistin. I got increased headshot bonus damage mod for my eyes. Increased damage to drones, mechs, and robots. And then just some armor. I'm not too worried about much else. So builds like this that are kind of minor in the cyberware that I have, I don't think I need to worry about too much. It's my dude that goes around punching people at high speeds that may have some issues. See, shot the ground, it hit the explosive barrel and then hit the guy. Well, hi, Deadshot. Oh, I'm taking the skills I have. Look, shooting the wall. And I killed him. That's how Ricochet works. Ooh, and I blew up some barrels too. Ricochet has a lot of perks. And it's very useful. If you're in a narrow hallway, Ricochet is your best friend. Alright, let's find another spot where we can gun down. Hopefully there's a whole bunch of people. I didn't do every single NCP... As you can see, I haven't done every single NCPD mission in all these areas. A lot of my builds vary. All right. Let's see what happens.
Intruder alert! Intruder!
Look, I don't even have to aim at them properly. It'll probably help.
Cover me! I'm reloading!
You can shoot grenades too. See? That one I actually meant to do. It's like Gage's close enough skill from Borderlands 2, to a degree. It also reminds me of how... Yep, I knew he was going to poke your head out too many times. It also reminds me of how Deadshot and Cyclops tend to bank their shots in order to still hit their targets. But more so like Deadshot, since, you know, I'm using guns. Another spot over here. We'll switch over to another gun. But like I said, my guns build is pretty basic. I just got the skills that let me do the most damage. And that's basically it. And mind you, since a lot of the weapons I use are power weapons, a lot of my shots end up ricocheting a whole lot. I consider this my Deadshot slash John Wick build. At least to a degree.
Calling all NCPD subcons. Suspected organized crime activity reported on Carnita Street. 6th Street Gang has established a presence led by Olga Elizabeth Longmead, wanted for kidnapping and first-degree murder, 2 counts. NC authorities have posted a reward for neutralizing the threat in that area.
I think I saw something.
Got it, country!
Losing soldier!
Keep pushing!
Now, mind you, I got a Sand Deficit, but it's not activating.
Remember to take cover!
Why isn't my Sand Deficit working? Yeah, she's not getting up.
Eating up!
There's still a person left, but I don't know where they went. Why is that car all the way up there? How did my car, which was parked over there, wind up on the trash can? You know what?
Come on!
These people were dead? Always were. All right, you people are free. Get out. All right. And I made it so that I could craft all these weapons. Upgrading weapons and crafting weapons would be easy. Can I craft the breakthrough? Yes. Can penetrate through walls and ricochet multiple times. Now, mind you, this is a tech weapon, so ricocheting is not something that tech weapons would normally do. But since it's an iconic weapon, it is capable of doing that. And now I can make a legendary version of the breakthrough if I can get enough parts in order to make it. Dio would be proud. Of course he would. I love the animations whenever you pick up a brand new weapon. So how am I supposed to get my car from up here? Oh, just jump in through the door. You know what? That seems so much harder to do than I thought. Got another spot over here. Now, mind you, this might be the most normal and the most mundane of my builds. I love how I'm just like a dude getting out in a van.
You best believe it. If I were you... Getting hostile! Oh, target hit! He's wounded!
You only hit me once and he's all like, he's wounded, seriously! I don't even need to see you. This gun works so that all I have to do is just know where your reticle's at.
Out of here! Oh!
Bullet went out there, went through there, took his head. Well, his head is still attached, but you know. I think there's a section over here where there's some enemies. Yes, there is. Because there's a trophy where I need to take out 2 enemies with 1 singular headshot. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's line my shots up right here. You know what? Might be best to quick save just in case I miss. I could just get the trophy this way.
Contact!
2 heads, 1 bullet. Kill or incapacitate 2 enemies with the same sniper rifle shot. Now, if I was using a power gun, this would have taken their heads completely off. Because I'm just shooting railgun shots at them. Bet with your Netrunner build, you'll be laughing at them because you have them turned against each other. Oh yes, I will show you. I will show you. But at least I got that sniper trophy. I don't think there's any other trophies that's going to be tricky for me to get. This really is one of my more normal builds. It's not as exciting. I mean, sure, I'm using guns, but it's not as exciting as, you know, running up to people and punching them in the face, or, you know, going in slow motion and then hitting people in the face with knives. But it still works. Okay, those are cops. I can't do anything to them because it would be bad for me. All right, we got some people here.
Always gotta be me.
And my Sandevistan doesn't want to activate. Activate! Sandevistan! Sandevistan!
Don't make me disarm you. Here we go! We're fucking screwed! He's got me pinned! Big bubble!
Gotta reload! Shit! Traffic got flies here!
Yeah, it was a civil! Keep pushing! He's flagging!
Pour right through him!
My kills.
We got wounded here.
Did I take that guy's leg off? I took his leg off. I think I got the perk that makes it. No, I don't think I got the perk because I didn't put any points into body. But yeah, this is I told you, this isn't as fantastic as my other builds because it's me just using guns. It's pretty much the most normal of my builds. And we took out everybody. Now I like my pistol, but it's no revolver. And there's legendary ones, but I need to do the missions where I can get the legendary iconic ones. There's legendary regular ones, but I don't have the specs to make them. Not yet. I still can't make the breakthrough yet, not yet. But yeah, this is pretty much my most normal build for using guns. So now we're gonna save and move over to my last save file, which is my hacker build. All right, so now you're about to see the most overpowered build in the entire game. I'm just gonna be honest, hacking in this game is the most broken thing you can do in this game compared to any other build. Sure, I could run around and punch people in the face. Sure, I could run around and just throw knives at people. Sure, I could go around and just gun people down. But it takes a unique kind of person for you to be all like, no, I'm just gonna put all my points into intelligence, and then I'm just gonna look at people and make them burst into flames. Or look at people and make their whole body short circuit. Or look at people and make their whole brain just shut off. Or even look at people and make them go insane and attack their friends. It takes a special kind of build to do something that ludicrous. Thankfully, I'm that type of person. So we got an NCPD assault over here, but before we do that, we got an apartment to go by. And there was an issue at first where it's like, oh no, I can buy this apartment, but there's no way for me to get to it quickly because originally these apartments didn't have a fast travel next to it. So now I'm about to buy a brand new house before I set off and just start hacking people into oblivion. Also, this is how my character looks. Just full net runner gear. There's a legendary net runner gear I can wear, including much better shoes. This is just as close as I can get until I start to get my hands on it. And plus, I leveled up my character so that he could make this particular type of gun, because it's actually kind of crazy how it works. Mind you, I've seen it in action, but I've never used it. Hey, Kyushu, what's the name of the one Cyberpunk show that Netflix done because you're thinking about checking it out? That is Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Highly recommend it. Very good. It's probably, that's the show for Cyberpunk that basically caused people to be interested in Cyberpunk again. Because overall opinion on Cyberpunk was kind of quiet for a while. Then Edge Runners came along and it's like, okay, maybe I need to get back into Cyberpunk. And I was one of those individuals who was like, maybe I should pick up Cyberpunk again after so long. And I've kind of been playing it ever since. So Trust me, Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a very good Netflix show. But before we do anything, it's time to buy this Konpeki... What is it? Konpeki apartment? Yeah. Corpo Plaza. Rent the Corpo Plaza apartment. Because this is my Corpo file, so I might as well eat and dress the pot. It only cost me $55,000 to rent this apartment. Mind you, it's a one-time thing, so it's mine forever. But if you look at my money, I'm just 300,000 shy of $1 million eddies, so yeah, I can afford this. Thank you, ma'am. Welcome home, Corpo Plaza. Now it's time to check out my new digs. Hello? Okay, so, where's the button for me to go up? We've encountered a glitch in today's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, we've encountered a glitch. Alright, quick save. Load quick save. It always is during my streams when these sort of things happen, don't they? There we go. Now we get to check out this fancy schmancy apartment. Nice apartment. I'm not in that old place, that old apartment I used to live in anymore. Yes. Corpo Plaza apartment rented. Quality construction. Classic style. Zero compromises. Your ideal home awaits you in the heart of Night City. Yes, this is my new place. I like it very much. Oh, and the door automatically opens for me to go into my weapons room. Oh, this is so much better than... I don't know why I waited so long to buy an apartment, a different apartment than the one I start out with. If I'm gonna be this high-end person, I might as well buy some high-end houses. And this is it. Oh, this is so nice. This is nice. Look at my weapon room. I can actually walk around and sit down in it. That's how big it is. This is so much bigger than my last apartment. It's so much better. Look at my wardrobe. It's a walk-in wardrobe. It's no longer connected to the wall. This is nice. Look, I even got Air Jordans. I don't know if Jordan exists in this world. I got a nice looking bed. A nice, comfortable looking bed. I got a bar. I got tea. Oh, y'all give me tea. And I got this great view of Night City. This great view of Night City that's in the heart of the city. It's not just like off from the old apartment. Why did I wait so long to buy this place? Nice dining table just in case I have company over. I'm kidding. No one's ever coming over my house. Can sit down and watch TV. Anything good on the news? Look, flat screen. Flat screen! So here's my thing. It showed the Carnage, which is like a super high-powered shotgun. And then it showed a flamethrower, which is nowhere to be seen in the actual game. And I got a record player in here as well. This is a nice looking place. Don't know why my guy's got cigarettes though. My dude don't smoke. How dare you? Can brew coffee. Look at this. Orange juice, apple juice, mineral water, black tea, mint tea, espresso, americano, latte. Menu today, grilled sausage burgers, spicy pizza, vegan, vegetarian, cheeseburger, grilled sausage, spicy chili, extra sausage. Special offer, order 2 burgers and get a free drink. Like this is high end. This is nice. This is a nice apartment. I like this. How my bathroom look? Ooh. Ooh.
What the hell?
I'm used to seeing my own face. Not that of Keanu Reeves. All right, now I look like me. But I got a nice looking... Look at this shower. This is a nice looking shower. This is a nice looking place. It really is. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, we are done with my apartment. I'll worry about my other stuff later. Stay away from my apartment so that I do not fry your brain. You can't mess with anyone on this upper floor, though. I don't think. Yeah, this is a locked community. You're only allowed to go into your own house or nowhere at all. But let's go to a location, and I'll show you the build of how strong my Netrunner actually is. All of these mailboxes say the same number. Do all of these mailboxes belong to me? Thank you for your time, ma'am. And this is what I get to walk out to. A nice looking neighborhood where the streets are clean. There's no trash anywhere, I say as I walk upon boxes of trash. Ooh, oh, I could buy this car outside my house. But I already got a good one. Since I completed all the gigs in the city center. Wrong one. This is my ride. So we need to go all the way right here. We are not driving. It's long distance. It's going to take too long, and you guys are here for the entertainment and action, not just endless driving. So we'll just fast travel over there. I know it sounds like I'm talking quite a bit, but you know. I'm just getting all my talking out because once I'm done playing through Cyberpunk today, this will be the last time I touch it for what? June, July, August. For the next 3 months. It'll be the last time I mess with this game. I ain't gonna play it on my off time. I'm just gonna leave it alone, let it marinate, play other things, do other things entirely. This does seem like a Netrunner's type of car, though. Black. Inconspicuous. But this isn't even the best black car in the game. There's one out in the desert. I still need to remember how to get that thing to appear, or what time of night I need to go in order to make it appear. I went too far. Yes, my nice car. So, there are people over here. What we're going to do is show you just how overpowered hacking actually is. So we'll look at him. Breach protocol, which is where it's going to come into play for me being able to take down everyone. And I do this every time. So I need 1C, 1C down here, 1C, 7A, E9. So 1. Mass vulnerability, which is useful, so it reduces the resistances of everyone once I start hacking everyone. And then ping, so I know where everyone is. And then we start the insanity.
Understood.
He attacked me!
Friendly hijack!
Taking friendly fire!
Regroup!
Take cover!
That car looks like the car from the RoboCop reboot. I don't remember much from that movie because I didn't enjoy it. It was just another movie. It tried to be like, let's reboot RoboCop, but lose all the heart that made you like RoboCop. It just became yet another summer blockbuster trying to, you know, profit from the name of a much better film. So I don't remember.
Friendly fire!
I remember he had a motorcycle, but not the car.
Friendly hijack!
All right, let's continue with the mayhem. More cyber psychosis.
Taking friendly fire!
No mercy!
Take cover! Taking friendly fire!
This is very
Take cover! Taking friendly fire!
And what also helps this build is that I have optical camo that makes it so that I can... Wait, is he alive? What, is he stuck? He's not moving. He's not moving. For the next minute, this person will now go insane. And this dude is... Oh! Oh, he was alive, but he was stuck under the car. And since he couldn't get out, the game just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna kill him and not worry about it. I see you over there.
friendly hijack!
The only thing you're missing is popcorn. Funny you should say that. Too bad I can't stand this way. Hold on. This is me whenever I'm hacking someone and I make them go cyber psycho. Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you their faces. His face even more. Let me brighten it up. Oh no, that's too much. That's too much. This is me whenever I'm hacking a whole group of people. Every single time. I really do look like a little gremlin with my hacking onesie on, don't I? Just like a net gremlin, just watching all this insanity happen.
Let's creep through.
We're not done. Let's do it again.
They're attacking us.
And when there's no one left for the cyber psycho to take out, they take out themselves. I know that's kind of dark, but that's how this build works. That's how this build works with legendary hacks. With legendary hacks. So, I got cyber psychosis, lethal. Induces a cyber psychosis-like state in the target, causes them to attack both enemies and allies, sets the status of drones, mechs, and robots to friendly, making them turn against your enemies. If no other allies are nearby, the target will commit Sudoku. Passive, while equipped, enemies under the effect of any quick hack will no longer try to avoid inflicting friendly fire. And then, of course, you have regular Sudoku. Forces a target to commit Sudoku. Passive while equipped, causing an enemy to panic, reduces the RAM cost of your next ultimate quick hack by 2. And then you have Synapse Burnout. Lethal, deals moderate damage that scales higher based on how much health the target is missing. Highly effective against enemies with health below 50. Less effective against drones, mechs, and robots. If the target is defeated by this quick hack, they burst into flames, causing enemies within a 6-meter radius to panic. And passive while equipped, defeating an enemy with any quick hack causes nearby enemies to panic, period. We got Short Circuit, which is my favorite, and I think that does the most damage, aside from, you know, Sudoku here, which just is an insta-kill. This does the most amount of damage. Non-lethal, deals moderate damage to the target, very effective against drones, mechs, robots, and targets with a weak spot. Applies an EMP effect to the target for 4 seconds. Deals 30% extra damage to enemies below a high threat level. Which means that if your enemies are unaware, it deals 30% more damage to you. Passive while equipped, crit hits with any weapon, apply this quick hack's Tier 1 effect. Then you have Contagion. One of my favorites. It's just basically a virus disease that affects everyone. Does these skills even have a cooldown? Yeah, but with the way I've built my character, and mind you, this is a build that someone made patterned off of Kiwi from Edge Runners, and it's madly, insanely broken. But they do have cooldowns. They do have cooldowns, but I basically have perks that makes it so that if I defeat an enemy, then my cooldowns... Wait, quick hacking. Which one? Let's see. Quick hacks deal more damage. Unlocks crafting. Okay, quick hack spread distance is 2 times larger. It reduces the cost of quick hacks by 1 RAM unit. Where is it? Reduces the cost of quick hacks used against an enemy already affected by a quick hack by 2 RAMs. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Eliminating a target affected by a quick hack reduces the existing cooldowns for all other active quick hacks by 50%. So, if someone is being affected by a quick hack and then they get defeated by another one, then all the cooldowns that I have of other active quick hacks are reduced by half. And then eliminating a target affected by a quick hack instantly recovers 1 RAM unit, so I get 1 RAM back after I defeat someone. Quick hacks deal 100% more damage to unaware targets, so if you stack that with abilities that make it so that critical hits happen when you're sneaking, or if enemies are unaware of you, that stacks with this. Quick hacks can now deal critical hits based on your crit chance and crit damage stats. So, based off of that, this whole quick hacking section, because revealing a net runner is not necessary because if you use contagion, you can basically take them all out. All of these skills combined together pretty much make it so that I'm always using quick hacks. I barely run out of quick hacks to use. And everyone is dead before my RAM drops below half. Then if we go over to Cold Blood, we got ones where reduces quick hack upload time by 3% per stack of Cold Blood. I'm still working on this. Not everything is maxed out yet because this build is not finished yet. But this is basically what I can do on this hacker build. I don't need to go into a building at all, because if they have a camera and I ping it, I can take control of that camera through an entire building and never worry about being caught by anyone. Because if I'm hostile, then they'll look for me. But if I'm outside, they'll never know because, I mean, it's happening outside. There's many missions I've done where I never had to set into a building to take care of something. Or I just set off a contagion off in an entire building. Everyone is knocked out, and I just walk in after, you know, making it so that the cameras don't get triggered. I just walk in, do what I need to do, and I just walk out. And I barely... And mind you, I have guns, but I barely use them. Because I'm hacking the entire time. Now, the thing about that is, this build is a bit of a glass cannon, because I don't have a lot of armor. Because I count on my ability to quick hack and hack all of my enemies and all of my issues away, that I've never resorted to using my guns all that much. And when I have to be extremely careful, because it's very easy for me to die. So this build is incredibly overpowered, but it's also a glass cannon. So, I want to find another mission that I can do. I want to do another mission and just test out how good this gun is. Because this gun that I have, I was looking for it, but I had to get my reflexes... No, I had to get my technical ability up to a high degree in order for me to be even able to craft this weapon. But this weapon, the Yin Long, I got from a subcon mission. Deals additional electrical damage with a small chance to apply an EMP on impact. And the cyberware I have is a legendary smart link, so that I do more damage and crit damage by 20. So I got some really good stuff for my hacker build here. So let's head to this next location. See how good this gun actually is. Because I really don't use guns for this guy, so I just want to test it out. And I'm only using weapons that have smart links, so you guys can see just how useful smart guns actually are. I have not let go of the trigger at all. And now I'm ready to go down the other road. Woo! Now, with these legendary guns this way, yeah, some of these guns are actually kind of good. Like, really good. Auto-targeting is so useful. Especially against enemies that think like, hey, I got a Sandevistan, I'm gonna move faster than you. Nope, I got tracking bullets. So even if I don't use quick hacking, the guns that I have do that job for me. Especially this type of, especially legendary smart weapons. Yeah, crazy useful. I'm just driving around in my black car, just taking out everybody. It's useful! Now, I want to go over here so I can show you another one of the quick hacks that are very useful in this game, which is Contagion. I don't drive around in first person all that often. All right, we're gonna breach him. And then Contagion.
You want to get eaten by rats?
Oh. All right, down already. He managed to survive that. Gotta be careful. You see how it keeps spreading? All that damage.
I'll find you, just like
And no one is left alive, except for that one guy, who's somehow still alive. How did you survive? I need you to commit Sudoku. So contagion is incredibly useful. Thank you for that quick shard. That quick hacking shard, even though quick hacking is maxed out. So I would probably have preferred if that that shard would have given me like a free perk, but oh well. So let me go over to my cyber deck. I really don't use Synapse Burnout. Cripple movement, detonate grenade. I haven't tried. Okay, so the game gives you the option to do a tutorial at the very beginning of the game. Once you know, really get into it. And I haven't used detonate grenade on people since I first started playing Cyberpunk. And it was just really not something that I used all that often. But I want to change that.
Let's settle this like grown-ups. What the hell?
Contagion.
I'll make sure you get off easy.
Who's there?
Oh my, you're still alive. Please have an explosive one this time.
You are.
Alright, dude is still alive. I may not use detonate grenade as often.
He's hacking!
Now, they still have cooldowns. But, whenever I defeat a person with cooldowns, my cooldown for other quick hacks just immediately go down. Because it said I had 12 seconds. Now that 12 seconds is...
Breathing. Keep your eyes peeled. You and I are gonna have fun when I find you. Who's there?
You have a feeling that I switch mainly between my Netrunner and my One Punch Man? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because the ease of net running I mean, being able to hack people from a distance, well, literally any distance, if you can see them and their menu shows up, you can hack them. Or if you can get a camera that can see them, then you can basically hack them. So I do indeed tend to flip-flop between my Netrunner and One Punch Man builds. Yeah, I might go ahead and just rebuy Dead Island 2 after this. Because I miss beating up zombies with my bare hands. I really do. I miss beating up zombies with my bare hands, people. It was so much fun.
V, I've got quite an unusual one for you. I need you to deliver Trevor Brass's remains to the address attached. The young life inside was snuffed out by a Wraith's bullet. Trevor's parents can't bury their son until he's back home. You can help make that happen. I have attached all the info you need.
Alright, so first things first. Breach protocol. So I can have reduce quick hack costs. Because here's the thing, Psycho. Whenever I do a breach protocol, I automatically reduce the quick hacking costs of all the things I can quick hack by 3 RAM units. And plus, I have perks that reduce it. So a lot of perks, a lot of quick hacks, such as the Sudoku one and Cyber Psychosis, normally those would take in the tens of RAM units for you to even use. But if you get those perks, and you get your breaching protocol to a high degree, because not only do you have to, I know this is a minor thing, but some people really don't pay attention to this whole meter that's down here. It's not just for, you know, getting perk points, but other points such as increasing your breach protocol time, increasing components acquired, increasing your RAM by 1, perk points, breach time, another perk point, components acquired, perk points, buffer extension by 1. And then lastly, unlocking the last perk for breach protocol. And then you have quick hacking that has its own set of skills and points you can get. Perk point, quick hacking duration, perk point, RAM, cooldown, duration, all of this. I've maxed all of this out, so I get to benefit from all the high-end quick hacking stuff. You just notice this world is Cyber Tokyo? Not necessarily Cyber Tokyo, because this is part of the United States, but I don't know which part. But it isn't Tokyo, though. But there is a ginormous amount of... It's not Tokyo, because Takamura talks about how food over here in America is not as authentic and as good as it is over in Japan. And that's from like a later mission with Takamura. So you're not in Japan. You are, in fact, in America. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Let me just double check. I know we're not in Tokyo, but where does it take place? Yes. Cyberpunk 2077's Night City is located in the heart of California, directly on the west coast of the United States. At this point in the world of Cyberpunk's 2077 stories, California has split into 2 different halves, South California and North California. So yeah, we are not in Tokyo, but we are in the northern half of California. That explains why there's so many poverty-stricken places and other sections where it's just highly glitz and glamored and people addicted to plastic surgery and everything. Because we're living in parts of Los Angeles. Wow, I'm just now noticing once I get done messing with this, me re-downloading and playing Dead Island 2 again is just going to put me right back in California again. But yeah, we are in California. And I see a person. Walking in the distance. Hold still so I can hack onto you. Ping. So I can see where everyone and everything is. I see you have a sniper. Be a shame if he just suddenly fell unconscious. See? What did I tell you? Alright, let's get a little contagion going around. You'll all be dead before you even realize where I am.
I'll make it quick, I promise.
See? Told ya!
That's weird.
Alright, we took out everybody.
What's this?
See where this trail of blood leads?
I see you, Johnny. Thanks. Don't need a sixth sense to follow some blood.
See, if the game gave me a choice of being part of law enforcement as like a detective, this type of ability would be very useful. Being able to scan. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, B... 5, 1C, and then 7A. This is how I get a lot of my money and how I get a lot of components to make new stuff. And since everyone's been taken out, we just need to find out where this Trevor dude is.
Well, what do we have here?
Well, time to get him back to his family. And you don't want to mess this up. In this, that... Here's something. I never tried... Hold on. Family still needs me. Okay, I'm back. Shouldn't have any more interruptions. But before we turn this mission in... Oh, there's a mine. Before we turn this mission in, there's something I want to try out. So, as you can see, there are many dumpsters that I can go to. And many containers I can put bodies in. But you can never take a body out of these things. So, I wonder what will happen. Oh, I can't save right now. Hold on, hold on. I wonder what will happen if I put his body into a container I can't take it out of. Will they get mad at me? That's something I kind of wonder. Alright, this isn't a good one. There's a dumpster. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Oh, you can't put his body in there at all. Okay. Since he's a vital part of the mission, you can't just, quote-unquote, accidentally put his body in a dumpster. Ah, well. I tried.
All right, load him in the back. Time to go home, Trevor.
V, Trevor's parents can finally give their boy a proper burial. Thank you. Truly. Contract closed.
And I'm almost ready to level up again. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this to a close for today. We got one more assault in progress. Still can't believe that Unlimited Fury build you did in Dead Island 2. I can believe it, because if you give me that ability... I'm very good at figuring out synergies for abilities in video games. And if you give me the opportunity to link up certain things that involves, you know, you got like an unlimited... You got a mode where you can regain energy for it and keep that mode going, I can turn that into almost unlimited fury mode, or whatever type mode, or make it so that the cooldowns that enable me to use that mode consistently are so minuscule that I can get into those modes, you know, all the time. So, trust me, don't put me in a game where you say like, hey, you only have this certain amount of duration in order to do this, because I'll figure out how to cheese it and make it so that I could either stay in that mode infinitely or increase the duration to the point where it is unnecessary. So yeah, that's, trust me, the moment I saw like, hey, Fury mode, that's cool. Oh, Fury mode has upgrades and perks to it? Oh, you mean to tell me if I combine these abilities together, I basically have infinite health? What? Yeah. When you put that sort of thing in front of me, I will figure out how to turn me. I will figure out how to turn me into this overpowered individual that has no equal in a video game, should the game allow. So yeah, that's just how I be, Psycho. You put me in a game where it says like, you got all these abilities. We don't know if you're gonna make it work though. Yeah. They had the makers of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which I may need to mess with later. The makers of Tiny Tina's Wonderland said like, well, you have magic in the game, but I don't see people having the cooldown be very small where they're using magic all the time. And I figured out a way how to do that. Simply because of the perks in the game. There's a way for you to just basically spam magic over and over again. Now, there is a slight cooldown period, but it's so minuscule, it's all like, okay, I'm just using magic over and over and over and over and over again. So don't challenge me and tell me, like, it can't be done, because I will prove you wrong. There's always a way, and if I figure it out, it's all over. And mind you, Psycho, that's the way I had my skill cards set up in Dead Island 2, for me to even use that Fury mode, I haven't even maxed out my level or did the challenges that can increase my Fury mode duration or anything of that nature even longer. So what you're seeing is an unfinished build of my unlimited Fury mode. You're just seeing an unfinished build for it. I'm not even at the height of power for that. And then you have my video where I basically created a ultimate omnipotent type build for Frey from Forspoken when I used to have that game. It's possible. Trust me, it is entirely possible. Never challenge me to do things to make me overpowered, because I will do it and go beyond. That's the reason why I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad. And, of course, any other game that has RPG elements in it. Because if there's a way for me to become overpowered, I will learn it. And I will become it. And I will show you. Alright, breach protocol. You're not supposed to be conscious. Go to sleep. He's not supposed to be standing up right now. There you go. There's still one. You need to hop on that game again where you get a PS5. I mean, Wonderlands. Yeah, I may download that along with Dead Island 2 once I get done here.
What was that? Come on.
Ping everybody. Then see you. Contagion! You're not supposed to still be moving.
You want a lolly, little boy?
But apparently he is.
Still breathing. Watch your backs. It's a grown-up.
I am now invisible because I have optical camo on.
You want a lolly, little boy?
So, you guys have seen me use 4 separate builds for this game, and pretty much 3 of them are just massively broken. Guns build is pretty basic, so I wouldn't call it broken. But hacking is at the top of the list. I mean, it basically just turns the game into easy mode. And mind you, I am playing this game on normal. I'm just playing this game on normal. You know what? Normal, hard, very hard. You know what? To show you just how broken this thing still is, let's go to one more, but we'll turn the difficulty up. We'll turn the difficulty up to very hard and see if my builds can still stand a chance against a much higher difficulty. Because I want to see. Because if it can, then yeah, this build may get nerfed once the overhaul happens. I was about to say, this is a tough car, and it's got a scratch on the side. I got a cactus stuck on my car. All right, we're right here. Quick save my game. Set the difficulty to very hard. And the game will reload my checkpoint. Let's see if the skill setup I have is still overpowered enough. To take out everyone here. We are in very hard. I'm on very hard. I'm on very hard. Hold on. Look. I'm on the hardest difficulty. Stop. I'm on the hardest difficulty. And I'm still taking everybody out quickly.
You're seriously making me look for you? Come on.
That's weird.
This is the hardest difficulty. Haven't maxed out this character, and this build still takes everybody out cleanly. So to say that this build is broken would be an understatement. Hardest difficulty, everyone still dies. So, with that being said, I feel like this build may not be this powerful when the overhaul happens in September. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm going to call it a session for today. I just wanted to go through all 4 of my builds that I currently have for Cyberpunk, and you guys saw a good example of how they operate with the skill set that I have for all 4 of them. The next time I mess with Cyberpunk is in September. I mean, I'm done with Cyberpunk. I've actually been playing so much Cyberpunk that I might need to give it a bit of a break. So, until Phantom Liberty releases on the 26th of September, Cyberpunk will be taking a hiatus. And then, once we are out of hiatus and we're playing the overhauled game and Phantom Liberty, we'll see how it compares to my previous builds that I've made. And plus, I'll probably make a new save file, a new character, to see how the game is from the very beginning with the overhaul, on top of checking my old builds that I have for it as well. So, that's all I got for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Those are all of my builds for Cyberpunk 2077 as it stands right now, before the overhaul 3 months from now. And this is my last stream for Cyberpunk until the DLC comes out. So all I want to say to everyone is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this link with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, I'm just going through these JoJo poses. Giorno, Dio. I think this is, who is that? Bucciarati's? That might be Josuke's. I can't tell who some of these figures are, but I do know that this one, I do not know that this one is Giorno's. I mean, this one is Dio's. I do know that this one is Dio's. But we're done, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, as always, I'm trying to find the right pose to end this on. I look so skinny from this angle. I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Later, peoples!